Suicide at Noon by Merrit Schmidt.
We're outside. It's night. We look up at a beautiful moon in the dark sky. We hear the sound of a pencil scribbling on paper. We're in the kitchen of Beth and Marty's house. It's night. Beth finishes writing on the calendar on the fridge, drops the pencil. It dangles from a string tied to a magnet. We hear the shushing sound of a sliding glass door. Her bare feet step outside the sliding glass onto the deck. She looks beyond her neighbor's roof to the moon. Deep down, she's a rational creature, but in her nightgown with her wild hair, she has a romantic quality like a heroine on the cover of a cheap novel. In the kitchen the next morning, Marty gawks at the fridge, holding a carton of milk at a perilous angle. He shuffles in his old robe with a weary handsomeness as though worn down from years of being too reasonable.
Beth.
Beth's hair is now restrained, and she's wearing her glasses, looking at her day planner, checking off tasks.
Oh, don't forget you're on your own for dinner tonight.
What's this?
What?
This.
I can't see what you're looking at.
On the calendar, this Friday, it says suicide, and then it says noon.
We swing to the calendar, which is filled with reminders. Thursday night is potluck. Friday, it says suicide at noon, and noon is underlined. Saturday, it says dead. A line extends throughout the month.
Does that not work for you?
What do you mean?
Well, that's the first chance I can do it.
Do what? Are you serious?
So it doesn't work for you.
You planning to kill yourself at noon this Friday? No, that doesn't work for me.
Well, I can't do it Thursday because we have the potluck, and I can't do it Friday morning. I mean, I'm not going to wake up and kill myself first thing in the morning.
You're not?
No.
I see. Well, that's a great plan, except I wasn't asking why you're planning to do it at 12. I was asking why you're going to kill yourself.
Oh, well.
Are you mad at me?
No, why?
Why are you waiting until after the potluck?
You want me to do it before the potluck?
No, I don't want you to do it before the potluck. Is this about the potluck?
I'm just trying to keep you in the loop.
Well, maybe I don't want to be in this loop if this is what it is. I mean, this is a bad loop.
I'm sorry.
Well, then I'm not going to the potluck.
What?
Yeah, I'm not going.
But I'm making a quiche.
I'm crossing it off.
Marty slams down the milk carton, stomps to the fridge, and crosses potluck off the calendar dramatically.
No potluck, all right? Okay? Are you happy now? Is that what you wanted?
He stomps out, leaving the milk on the counter. We're in a therapist's cozy little office. It's daytime. It's pleasantly disorganized with its post-its stuck everywhere. Angela is 9 months pregnant with cheerful jewelry. Beth and Marty sit on the couch. Marty has a very anti-Beth posture.
I just want to get this clear. Marty, you're not going to the potluck now?
What? No.
And Beth, how does that make you feel?
Well,
Excuse me, shouldn't you be asking me how I feel about her committing suicide?
the thing is, if he didn't want to go to the potluck, then he should have said something, and I could have scheduled for Thursday, which would have made a lot more sense.
Would it though? Would it make sense?
Marty, let's try to keep this civil if we can.
Civil? She's threatening to kill herself dead. Dead. Do you hear that?
I'm not threatening, Marty.
Beth, I think we should listen to Marty now, okay? Now, Marty, maybe you can tell Beth how you feel about her scheduling her suicide right after her potluck.
It's not about the, you know what? No. Okay, fine. I'll tell you how I feel about it. I feel like I'm losing my fucking mind. That's how I'm feeling. How's that? Is that okay?
And what can Beth do to make this better for you?
No, wait, listen, aren't you supposed to do something to stop her? I mean, legally.
Well, actually, I do have to report it right after the session.
What?
Aha, thank you.
In fact, I'll just write a little note, a little reminder here.
She writes on a post-it note and rips it off the pad. She extends it out to stick it on the counter, but pulls back.
What's going on?
She tries to stick it on the door again.
No, nothing, I just,
She pulls it back again.
Beth, what's happening? What is this?
I think I'm about to, okay, yes, I am, okay. Can you help me call my,
Well, okay, don't worry. Give me your phone.
Wait a second. You're still going to call the authorities, right?
Yes, yeah, oh my God. Okay,
It's
Angela
okay.
grabs her belly and breathes fast.
It's okay. Come on, let's go. I'll walk you down.
Beth gently takes the post-it away and drops it in a trash can and then helps guide Angela to the door. Marty stares after them in shock. Marty reaches into the trash can and pulls out the post-it and holds it, but they're gone. He sticks it back amongst the others. We're in a meeting room in a prison. It's daytime. Richard wears an orange jumpsuit. He's pale and easily riled, like a guy who's protective of his record collection. He sits across from Beth with his hands and wrists shackled.
So, what? Are you looking for advice? Techniques? Stuff like that?
Actually, Marty insisted I come. He has some crazy idea that since you're my only living relative, you'll talk me out of it.
I'm a serial killer, Beth.
I know.
I've personally murdered 9 people, and he thinks I'm going to stop you?
9? I thought it was 8. Really?
Oh, now you're gonna judge me now?
I'm not murdering other people, just myself.
Yeah, well, just because you're not ambitious doesn't mean you're not a murderer, Beth. How are you gonna do it? What's your MO? And please don't tell me you're gonna cut your wrists.
Why not?
Oh, Jesus, Beth. I get enough amateur hour in here. What are you gonna use? Steak knife? What? You gonna use a kitchen knife? It's the steak knife, butter knife? What?
I don't know, a chef's knife?
So a kitchen knife, right? Okay, Beth, good one.
What?
A kitchen knife can give the impression that it just slipped, like maybe you didn't mean to do it. You don't want to give other people the wrong idea and they think it was just an accident, do you?
What do you want me to do? Buy a gun?
Spend $200 to $300 on what? Something you're going to use once? No. Anyway, a gun is too convenient. It just takes away from the message.
The message? What message?
Your message. Fuck you. I hate the world. I want all you cocksuckers to fucking know it.
That is not my message.
Whatever. Just put it in your own words then.
What about pills?
Pills. Jesus Christ, Beth. Can you think about my reputation for even 1 minute? My own sister can't even kill herself without resorting to pills. I have personally strangled 10 people with these bare hands.
10?
You know what? Why don't you just leave the murdering to a professional? You know I do it for you myself, but well, I'm stuck in here.
Yeah, that's a shame.
We're in Beth and Marty's bathroom. Beth's looking through the medicine cabinet. She shakes a few pill bottles. Marty's in the shower and peeks out to talk occasionally while soaping up vigorously.
Yeah. What happened to those pills from your wisdom tooth appointment?
Oh, you were going to talk to Richard.
I did.
Well, what did he say?
What do you expect him to say? The man's killed 8 people.
Thought it was 7.
Well, whatever.
For God's sake, you're his own sister.
Well, I mean, what can I tell you? The guy's a psychopath, literally.
Thought he was going to have a soft spot.
A soft spot?
You know, those gangsters always have a soft spot for their sisters.
I think that's mothers.
What?
Anyway, maybe gangsters are different than serial killers.
Serial killer. He's not even that great of a serial killer.
Well,
Beth picks Marty's underwear up off the floor and throws it in the clothes hamper.
actually,
Forget it. It was a dumb idea anyway. Maybe you should talk to my mother.
that's not going to help.
It'll help me.
We're in Gold's gym during the day. It's a small gym with free weights and classic rock. Bud is bulked up. He paces around and sneaks glances at himself in the mirror. Garth is lean and intense like a ninja, a mad look in his eye while he does bicep curls. Marty's stretching, but in a depressed way.
Beth's going to kill herself.
What?
She wrote it on the calendar.
She's joking.
She doesn't joke about the calendar.
You shouldn't put up with that.
I'm trying. I don't know what to do.
Just put your foot down.
Not that easy. I mean, you can't make someone live if they don't want to.
Fuck that, man. Call the cops. I'm serious. It's against the law.
Yeah, but if I call the cops on a suicidal person, then don't the cops just kill them?
Well, tough shit for her.
But that's what she wants.
Well, then she can't complain then, can she?
Women are brutal, man. See, we men, we can't understand it. We think, oh, life is good and death is bad, but have you ever seen childbirth? That shit is bloody. But if it's like women, man, they prepare for that shit their whole lives, having their periods, you know?
Don't talk about that shit, man.
Yeah. But no, listen, man. I mean, every time they look down in their panties and they see that blood flowing, whew, it's like they're girding themselves because you know it's brutal either way. If it's life, it's bloody. And if it's death, it's bloody.
Never thought of it like that.
Why do you think men go to war? It's because we're jealous, man. They see blood and mayhem since they were little girls right there between their legs. And we're just playing with our video games.
It's daytime, and we're in Beth and Marty's front yard. Beth's cutting roses. Suddenly she stops and pulls her gardening glove back to look at her wrist. She puts the rose cutters to her wrist, as if to try and snip her wrist veins like rose stems. A shadow falls over her. She stops quickly and looks up. Michael wears cowboy boots, t-shirt, and sunglasses. He's sexy, with a habit of staring into the distance. Beth blushes, touches her hair, which is coming loose. She stands up awkwardly, holding the roses.
Beth,
Michael, hi, what are you doing here?
can we talk?
Of course.
He moves in a slow, easy way, leans against a tree, pulls out a flask and offers her a sip. She demurs, but watches him swig.
How are you? How's your roof? I know you've been working on it on the weekends without your shirt on.
Beth, Marty told me what you're thinking of doing.
Oh,
Beth, there's something you don't know about me. I lost someone very special once. Someone who reminds me of you, actually.
me?
Listen to me, Beth. When I think of you doing the same thing as Mr. Hornsby, I can't let you do it.
Mr. Hornsby?
I could see it in his eyes. That same look that's in your eyes right now. He wouldn't eat, wouldn't sleep. Just wasted away. He wouldn't even play with his bone. He loved that bone.
Was Mr. Hornsby? Mr. Hornsby was your dog?
The best friend I ever had.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you know why he did it?
Well,
No. Never mind. I know.
Beth takes the flask from Michael and swigs deeply. She looks off into the distance. He takes the roses and sniffs them.
Poor Mr. Hornsby.
he was a good boy.
We're in Marty's workplace. It's daytime. Marty sneaks from his cubicle into the one next to his. It's messy in a computer hacker kind of way. Seymour has his feet up on the desk. He wears thick glasses that he pushes up his nose every few seconds. He wears earbuds. Seymour glances over. He takes out one earbud. He continues internet surfing whilst talking to Marty, occasionally punctuating his answers with a keystroke.
Hey, Marty.
What are you doing?
Working?
Marty sniffs Seymour's box of Cheez-Its.
You ever thought about committing suicide?
Nope,
Why not?
not in my pay grade.
Beth's planning to do it on Friday.
Yeah? I'm not surprised.
You're not?
She does all the housework and stuff, right?
What does that have to do with anything?
You pick up someone else's underwear off the floor, next thing you know, you think it's your responsibility to end your own life.
I don't get the connection.
Look, it's your job to pick up your own underwear. It's not your job to decide when you die. But if you go around thinking you're supposed to pick up everyone else's underwear, then all of a sudden you think you control life or death.
You pick up your underwear?
No, but no one else picks it up for me, so that's the point.
So what should I do?
Try picking up your underwear once in a while.
Think that will help?
Not really. But you might as well start getting used to it.
Marty sets down the Cheez-Its box, wiping his hands. Seymour realizes that Marty has eaten the whole box. We're in Beth and Marty's kitchen. Beth is at the table pondering an array of knives and possible murder implements. She holds up a hammer, looks at it. The doorbell rings. She looks up. Beth opens the door. It's Abby, wearing sunglasses, sun hat, running shoes, compression socks, carrying a water bottle.
Abby, what are you doing here?
I thought we were going to walk.
Oh, my God, I totally forgot.
Didn't you put it on your calendar?
We see them on a walking trail. It's daytime. Abby walks briskly, drinks from her water bottle, and nods semi-officially at passers-by. Beth's dressed normally.
Really? I'm surprised. I just never, I don't know. I never saw you dying that way.
How did you see me dying?
Oh, I don't know. Cancer, maybe?
Cancer.
What's wrong with cancer? My father died of cancer.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, I'll probably get cancer too. No, we could both have cancer.
So you were hoping I'd get cancer?
No, I mean, do whatever you want. I'm just saying, it's an option.
Well, isn't there a lot of pain and suffering?
Yeah, but once you finally die, people get over it.
Well, I don't mean for other people. I mean for me.
Oh.
Well, I'm not just doing this for me. I'm assuming everyone will be better off when I'm gone.
Have you ever been to a funeral of someone who died by suicide? It's the worst. My mother committed suicide.
I didn't know that.
Trust me, no one enjoyed that funeral.
So you don't want me to kill myself because you won't enjoy the funeral?
I'm just saying, what's wrong with a cancer funeral, By that point, everyone's just relieved. If you want, you can plan it yourself. It's really more like a party.
We're in Chris's backyard at dawn. Bookish makeup artist Chrissa and pigtailed hairstylist Anna May give Beth a makeover before they go to work.
I thought suicide was kind of, out of style. I mean, for housewives.
Not a housewife.
Suicide never goes out of style. It's classic. Look at Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley didn't kill himself.
He didn't?
No, he died on the toilet. He had a coronary.
I thought it was John Wayne who died on the toilet.
No. John Wayne just had a lot of undigested beef in his colon when he died. See, there's a reason not to do it right there, because what if you have a lot of undigested beef in your colon? You want everyone knowing that?
I don't eat beef.
Or what about chicken?
What, do you think she's going to have 10 pounds of undigested chicken in her colon? I mean, what do you think she does, eat chicken all day long? She's a housewife. She has more important things to do, don't you, Beth?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just saying, in general, suicide is not as cool as it used to be.
What about Kurt Cobain?
But that was Kurt Cobain. I mean, he could pull it off.
So you're saying I can't pull it off?
No, we know you can pull it off. We're just saying
you're not famous.
They finish and hold up a mirror so she can see the results. Beth looks at herself.
Anyway, Which would you rather be? Famous and dead or ordinary and alive?
Neither.
Look, at least this way, you can eat as much chicken as you want.
We are in Beth and Marty's kitchen. It's noon. Beth sits at the table in her new dress with her new makeover. She's having trouble getting a sharp edge on her knife. She looks at the wall clock, 11:57. We hear the shishing sound of the glass door as Beth walks out onto the deck. It's noon. She squints up. The sun is bright behind a cloud. She looks at the butcher's knife in her hand. She listens to the sound of the wind. Marty calls from the kitchen, practically sliding into home base, clutching an RX bag.
Marty,
Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to be too late.
what are you doing here?
Painkillers. So, you know, you don't have to use that.
She looks down at the knife in her hand.
Painkillers, but how did you get them?
I went to the doctor, told him I was having back problems.
But you hate going to the doctor.
It was between that or the dentist. So
What'd they say?
they checked my prostate.
You did that for me?
Beth, look, I'm not saying to cancel, but couldn't you just postpone?
But when? We're busy until Christmas, and then we're supposed to visit your mother.
How about a year? Will that work?
And then what? Another year? And another 10 years could pass like that.
Maybe 20. You know, once you do it, you're not going to be able to check it off your list because you'll be dead. So it'll just be there forever, not checked off.
But Beth's realizing something going on in her underwear.
Shit.
What?
Fuck.
What?
Crap.
She turns and runs into the bathroom, slamming the door and leaving the knife on the table. Marty grabs it like he's been waiting for the opportunity, but then doesn't know what to do with it. Suddenly, the bathroom door opens, causing Marty to hide the knife behind his back. Beth comes out and heads directly for the RX bag on the table. Marty blocks her and brandishes the knife menacingly.
No, Beth, I can't let you do it.
Marty, what are you doing?
I've tried to be supportive, but I can't.
Marty, listen to me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, for what? What are you talking about?
I'm making you pick up my underwear. I didn't mean it, okay? I didn't mean it.
Marty, don't. Marty, stop. I'm not going to kill myself.
Beth goes over to the calendar on the fridge and crosses suicide at noon off the calendar. She scribbles off dead.
There. Okay. Are you happy now? Do you believe me?
You're not going to do it.
How can I? I don't have a knife. I don't have a message.
A message?
Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
I got my period.
Got your period.
Yes.
So?
So I can't kill myself on my period. I mean, obviously, my whole thought process is suspect now.
It is?
It could be hormones. Marty, you think I should kill myself just because of hormones?
Well, no, but
Just because I have a bunch of, chemicals rushing through my bloodstream, you think I should just, be expected to follow through with every violent whim?
No, I don't.
And not only that, I talked to your mother.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she said she didn't think it was such a bad idea.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, it got me thinking, if I die, then what does that do for my enemies?
Enemies? You mean like my mother?
What am I going to do? Just give them what they want?
But if you're not going to kill yourself, then why'd you reach for the painkillers?
I'm having cramps.
Oh.
He hands her the bag of painkillers. She looks into it.
There's only 5 pills in here.
That's all I could get.
I don't really think 5 pills would have killed me.
I don't really think you believe that my back hurts.
It's later in the day. Beth and Marty are sitting at the dinner table. Beth uses the butcher's knife to cut a piece of quiche. They sit at the table eating it and drinking milk.
So it really wasn't because of the potluck?
No. I mean, it didn't help.
I knew it.
He takes a bite of quiche.
Doesn't this usually have chicken?
We eat too much chicken. Speaking of which, how's your prostate?
Oh, not so good, I guess.
What do you mean?
They want me to go back in for more tests.
What tests?
I don't know. Tests.
Why didn't you tell me?
I put it on the calendar.
When? I didn't see it.
Well, it's right there.
Where? I don't see
You
it.
just got to look. It's next to, come on, look at that. You're not seeing it?
Well, I am. Oh, just eat your quiche.
Fine.